person joined. So let me give my introduction. Myself Ganesh. I have overall 20 years experience, both in SAP and non-SAP. 5 years is into non-SAP, and remaining 15 years is into SAP. So I have been working as a various, with the various roles and responsibilities, like starting from independent contributor. Now I'm at head of SAP. Okay, that is what my SAP career.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
And I worked with almost all major companies, good companies, level 5 companies. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but I never worked for TCS.
Okay. Can I ask, like at the moment, do you run any independent enterprise or are you working with any company?
Yeah, I'm currently working for a company. Yes.
Okay, okay.
So what I will do, I will just quickly jump into the direct FICO content. Okay, I'm not talking about any SAP introduction and all. When
Mm-hmm.
we start our first session, we'll talk about that. But in this session, I'll try to give you the high level
Mm-hmm.
overview of SAP FI and CO. Okay,
Okay, okay.
so let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yes, yes, I can see.
Okay, so there are two models, right? We know FI and CO. So this, I mean, if you take, let's take any example, okay, any manufacturing company, you can take it. If you take it MRF company, right? So we know that there are multiple departments in the company. So it could be production department, or it could be sales department, or it could be finance department. So there will be different departments, and on day-to-day basis, they post the transactions, right? So all those transactions we are going to record in the SAP. So there are different models. Say, for example, if you say sales and distribution, sales department, equally in SAP, we have sales and distribution model. So that particular consultant will take care of all the configuration or all the SAP setup with respect to sales department. So as a FICO consultant, so you are going to learn FICO, right? So as a FICO consultant, what you are going to do, you are going to learn FICO configuration, how you are going to set up the business processes of the client. So you will understand their existing business processes. Based on that, you are going to set up finance related activities in the system, and you are going to make the system ready for finance department. So that is the overall functionality that we are going to deliver during the real-time projects. Okay. So when you talk about FI model separately, so FI model is to generate financial statements or external legal reporting requirement. In other words, finance department, at the end of the finance department, what is their job? They have to prepare a trial balance, they have to prepare a balance sheet and P&L, and they need to submit with the different legal bodies. Say, for example, income tax or SEBI or any other banks or any other legal departments or any other external parties. So this is the main objective of any accounts department. Similarly in FI, so after you set up all the system for FI model, users will be able to take the reports related to balance sheet, P&L, and they can submit to the different bodies. So the just one word here. So the basic objective of FI, the basic objective of FI model is to meet external reporting requirements. So what are those external reporting requirements? Balance sheet and P&L. Okay. So FI stands for financial finance. You can say finance. So this is the objective why client or customer will go for the FI model. So when they go and buy the SAP software, SAP also will ask them so many questions. What is the business? What are all departments are there? What kind of product you are manufacturing? So they will have their set of questions give the before they sell the product to the client. Okay. Now within FI module, so this is FI module at high level, and if you go inside this FI module, there are chapters, I would say, or sub modules. We call them as a sub modules. Sub modules. So we have different sub modules. General ledger accounting, short form is FIGS. Similarly, we have accounts payable, FIAP. So likewise, we have accounts receivable, FIAR, and asset accounting, FIAR. So these are the different sub-modules within the FI module. Okay. Once you set up system for general ledger accounting, accounts payable, accounts receivable, and asset accounting, user will be able to take the balance sheet and P&L. If you do not configure this, yes, you will not able to take the report. Okay. So what configuration we are going to do? Okay, what configuration we are going to do, and what are all things will be there in the configuration, that we will see in the next session. But this session is to give you the more of a basic idea how or what is the objective of FI and what are the submodules of FI. So just to give you little more about GL, APA, or asset accounting. So we know accounts payable deals with purchases. Okay. So these purchases, again, there are two types, right? One is cash purchases, another one is credit purchases. So this accounts payable talks about only credit purchases, but not cash purchases. For cash purchases, there is a different section that will deal with the cash purchases. In accounts payable in FI module, only credit purchases will be taken care. So all the credit related purchases, we are going to record it in the system. Okay. So if somebody is asking you that what accounts payable will do in SAP, we can say that accounts payable submodule will cover the credit purchase related transactions. Coming to accounts receivable, same way, here it is going to deal with sales, and this is nothing but credit sales. Only credit sales will be recorded in the accounts receivable. Asset accounting covers only fixed assets. Only fixed assets. There will be two types of assets. One is current assets. Another one is, this is one way of classification, right? So there will be current assets, there will be fixed assets. So asset accounting in FI module covers only fixed assets. Then where else current assets will be taken care? That we will see it later, because we need to talk something. Uh, we have to go little forward, then only you will be able to get that. Otherwise, you can consider that bank will be part of your GL, cash account will be part of your GL, and the stock account will be part of your GL. Accounts receivable, in accounts receivable, you will get the AR data, accounts receivable data. So these are the current assets, right? So ARGL account balances will be coming from accounts receivable. Bank, cash, stock. Bank and cash will be coming from the general ledger accounting. Stock will come from the MM, from MM side, materials management. From there, we are going to get the value. But again, that is there will be an integration. So the stock GL account will be created in general ledger accounting only, but this will be linked with the materials department. So that is, to understand more about it, we need to go into the little deeper. So at this point of time, what I'm trying to say is that in asset accounting, in FI model, it talks about only fixed assets. It covers fixed assets related transactions, but not current assets. So current assets are part of your general ledger accounting. You can keep that statement. Now, What other transactions will be posted in the general ledger accounting? In general ledger accounting, other than asset, other than bank, sorry, other than asset, other than accounts receivable, other than accounts payable, all other transactions will be posted in general ledger accounting. Other than AP, AR, and asset accounting, rest of the transactions will be posted in the general ledger accounting. Okay, so this is what FI module and its submodules. FI module and its submodules. Any doubt here, Helena?
No, not yet. It's clear.
Fine. So similarly, so I'm just giving very high level, okay? Because if you are, I mean, since you are a finance person, so you'll understand easily, okay?
Yes, yes,
Now I'll
yes.
move, yeah, now I will move on to CO. CO stands for controlling. CO stands for controlling. People also call it as a management accounting. So any company, any client, why they go for the CO module? Just to get the or to meet, or I will put in the formal way, the basic objective of CO module is to meet internal reporting requirement. So what are those internal reporting requirements, or what are those internal reports? Any report, any finance report, if it is helping the management, then that is called as a management report. Say for example, assume that you are a department manager and you want to know what is your actuals, what is your plan values. I mean, what are your plan values for this particular month and what are the actuals as of now, where you are. So as a department manager, you will be allocated some budget for all the expenses and you are the responsible to control the cost and to see the reports as and when it is required so that you can take a decision whether you are going beyond your budget or plan values or you are, I mean, you have still, you are following, I mean, you have some budget still to go. So you will analyze whether your plan values and actual values are relatively going fine, then it's fine. If it is 10% or 20% differences are there between actual and plan values, okay, it is normal. If it is 90% difference is there, then you need to identify the reasons why it went like that. Okay, it could be maybe your planning would have been wrong. You did not consider some of the things while planning, or maybe some reason. Say for example, salary. Salary you planned, let us say 1 lakh rupee this month, but suddenly there was a requirement, project requirement, and people has been hired around 10 people. So the salary will go to 2 lakhs. So there could be a genuine reason also, which you could not foresee it. Okay. So that way you are going to analyze if it is abnormal differences, you will try to find out it. So what I'm trying to say here is that we are taking a department wise report, actual versus planned report, and you are trying to analyze it as a manager. So this is one of the reports where you can analyze and take a decision. So this could be an internal reporting. So here also we have different submodels. Different submodels. We have cost element accounting, CO, CA, cost center accounting, CO, CCA, profit center accounting, COPCA, profitability analysis, COPA, product costing, COPC, and another one is internal orders. Internal orders, COIO. So these are the various submodules within the CO. So you can say these are submodules or chapters, whatever you name it, but these are the topics that are there in the CO. Fine. So I'll just quickly talk about cost element accounting. Cost element accounting is nothing but a GL account. You know the GL account, right? So with the GL account only you can post debit and credit. So in order to get the data from FI module to CO module, we need cost elements. So cost elements are nothing but your GL accounts. Time being, you can understand in this way, but there is some slight differences. What GL accounts we are going to create as a cost element, how many types of cost elements are there? Those things we'll discuss later. But at this point of time, all expenses and revenue GL accounts will be created as a cost elements or revenue elements. Okay, that is what time being you can understand. In other words, it's P&L GL accounts. P&L GL account. Next one, cost center accounting. So cost center accounting, it talks about the department. So cost center is nothing but the place where you want to track the cost. Say for example, your client wants to track the cost at department level, then you can create cost center as a department as a cost center, and you can maintain plan values at department wise. That is nothing but cost center wise, and then actuals will be posted on day-to-day basis. You can run the report and you can analyze it. So that is what it will do. Profit center accounting. So profit center accounting, cost center accounting to track the department wise cost. Similarly, profit center accounting, cost center captures only cost but not revenue. Okay, so you can look at your cost and what you plan for that cost. Coming to profit center, here you can see both revenues. You can see. Similarly, you can also see the cost, so that you will get to know what is your profit here. So the profit center in general, based on your client nature of business, either you can create product as a profit center, product line as a profit center, sales office as a profit center, or branch as a profit center, or combination of any three or four that they want. That can be created as a profit center. So at what level they want to see the profit, it is up to the client. But we'll discuss, we'll challenge why they want to go for that. Or if you want to propose some standard, what is the best practices, you can propose them. Okay, there will be many things inside that, but at this point of time, on what basis we can create the profit center based on the product line, geographical location, or sales office, or branch. What you will get through profit center, you will get to know cost as well as the revenue at that level. Obviously, you will get to know the profit. Okay, to track the cost and revenue. Next one, profitability analysis. So when you talk about profitability analysis, you you have some profit, whether you get profit or not, you want to analyze the profits or losses. Okay, by combining certain parameters. Say for example, I want to analyze profit by region wise, by product wise, by customer type wise, who sold that particular product. So based on the sales employee wise, with these parameters, I want to analyze what is this profit, what is the profit of this particular combination. So such analysis can be done through the profitability analysis. So you are going to analyze your profits with certain parameters or certain combination. Why you want to analyze? You will be acting as a sales manager, or you will be acting as a area manager, or you will be acting, or you will be working as a cost controller, and you want to see which area is giving more profit, which area is giving less profit, and you want to take measures or steps towards to increase the profit, right? So that can be done through the profitability analysis. Okay, so to analyze the profit. The next subtopic is product costing. So product costing talks about what is your I mean single product cost and what is your total product cost. Say for example, MRF type. So what is the cost of that particular one MRF type and what is the total production cost? So that can be done through the product costing to know the product cost or production cost. The last one, internal order. So internal order also similar to cost centers. It is also, you can, I mean, you can capture the cost, but here you can capture the cost as well as revenue. Both can be done. At internal order level, you can track the cost. Also, you can post the revenues also. Okay. But most likely, cost only will be posted to the internal orders. Okay. Technically, it is possible, but most likely, cost only will be posted to the internal order. Then why we need cost centers and why we need internal orders? When cost center is there, why we need internal order? The reason is that it is a short-term object. Say, for example, you have hire vehicles and own vehicles for your company. You want to take a decision whether hire vehicles are good or own vehicles are good. How you are going to take the decision? Maybe you will post for 6 months data and you will try to see what you are spending on hire vehicles, what you are spending on own vehicles, and you will take a decision. So after the decision, you don't need that internal order. You don't need to track it. You will close that. So the purpose of this internal order is short term to make a decision. Okay, you can say to track the cost for a short period. Okay, that is what it is. So this is the basic details of FI and CO, and we will have a 1 hour class per day. Timings will decide. Okay, after talking to the institute people, we can decide. You will get the recording sessions, and classes will be like this only. And we'll start with the basic configuration, how to do, what is our roles and responsibilities based on the project. Say, for example, when you work in the implementation project, there is a different type of roles and responsibilities. When you work as a uh, work in a support project, then you will have a set of roles and responsibilities. Okay, so
Mhm.
our role or activities will differ based on the project. Okay,
Yes.
any
So,
question?
does it include the transition from ECC to HANA?
Yeah, see,
Migration will be covered in this course?
no, no. It is only complete greenfield implementation, and you
Mm-hmm.
can consider that a support, how people will support. Okay,
Okay.
greenfield to, sorry, ECC to S4HANA is a kind of technical migration. Okay, it is
Mm-hmm.
like a database they need to upgrade. So
Okay.
in S4HANA, they have to use the HANA database. In
Mm-hmm.
ECC, they could be using MSQL or some other IBM database is there. There are many Oracle databases there. They might be using that one.
Okay.
So
Okay.
technically, they are going to upgrade the database. So what is our roles and responsibilities? That is different actually. Before and after, we are going to do the testing. After the
Oh, okay.
upgrade to the HANA database, those are different activities. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
whatever activities I'm going to share here, more or less similarly, you need to work in the migration project also. When you talk about migration projects, there are certain, SAP nodes will be there. You have to follow the SAP nodes and you
Mm-hmm.
have to do the testing also.
Okay.
Okay, it is, but process will be, say for example, if I say some testing, I set up one process, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
I need to test it right as a consultant whether it is working fine or not.
Yes.
So it will be same kind of testing you are going to do there as well.
So basically, the like basic configuration will be the same only like ECC and HANA
Correct.
or
Yes.
okay.
Yes. Some part, some part may be different. Okay.
Okay.
Say for example, in ECC certain fields are not there. In S4
Mm-hmm.
HANA, it will be there.
Ah, okay.
Okay, based on your
Like in
yeah.
WhatsApp, there is updated version, like any application. So like that
Mm.
only.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
So that you will get to know when you work on that project. So if somebody is
Mm-hmm.
asking whether you can able to work in migration project, you can tell them that I can work in conversion of ECC to S4 on a conversion project, not an issue.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Get it. And may I know like the duration of this course, for how long it will
Uh,
be?
yeah, it will be 2 months approximately.
Okay, okay. And the cost of the course?
Yeah, that details will be, institute people, they will guide
Okay.
you how to take the SAP server, how to practice, how to start and all.
Mm-hmm.
My part is, only I take up the training. Okay. If
Yes,
you have any
yes, yes.
questions on the training, subject wise, I can discuss.
So that queries will be discussed in the class only, or if while we are
No
practicing,
problem.
we can message you, or how
Yes,
it
yes.
will be resolved?
Yeah,
Okay.
for small issues, I will arrange a person who
Mm-hmm.
already working. Okay,
Okay,
they can
okay.
immediately assist you. Okay, if
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
something beyond their control, I will be available. Okay, group will be created. I will be available. In case they are not
Okay.
able to fix it, then I will jump in. Okay, if you have